You know that feeling when you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but nothing is actually moving? You wake up, go through the motions, go to bed. Somewhere deep down, a voice says, "This can't be it." That voice, that's not weakness. That's your brain telling you something has to change. Today, we're not going to talk about 7 quick tips or life hacks you'll forget by Friday. We're going to talk about something deeper. 7 fundamental shifts. Habits that, when practiced consistently, don't just improve your routine, they rebuild who you are. And we're starting with the scariest one first.
Here's a question most people never ask themselves. Why does taking control of your life feel terrifying? You'd think more freedom would feel good, and it does, at first. But there's a cost to being proactive that nobody talks about. When you stop blaming your boss, your circumstances, your upbringing, when you stop pointing outward, you become fully responsible for everything. That's the real price of proactivity. And that's why most men avoid it. Here's the shift. Reactive men look for reasons. Proactive men look for responses. A reactive man sees a dead-end job and says, "The economy is broken." A proactive man sees the same job and says, "What can I build on the side? What skill can I develop? What's my next move?" The moment you accept that you and only you are the author of your life, that's uncomfortable. It's heavy, but it is also the only door to the freedom you actually want. Proactivity is not optimism. It is ownership. Most men have heard this one. Begin with the end in mind. Have a vision. Know where you're going. But here's what they don't tell you. Having a vision is not enough. Your brain is not a whiteboard. You can't just write a new goal on it and expect it to stick, because your brain has been running on old programming, old stories, old limitations, old identities for decades. That's why so many men create a vision board on January 1st and forget about it by February. The real work is cognitive rewiring, actively reshaping the neural pathways that tell you what you're capable of. Here's how you start. 1. Write your vision in the present tense, not "I want to be successful." Write, "I am building a business that gives me financial freedom." Your brain cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined future and present reality. Use that. 2. Attach emotion to that vision. Facts don't rewire the brain. Feelings do. Every time you read your vision, feel it. The pride, the freedom, the weight lifted off your chest. 3. Repeat this daily, not once a week, not when you feel motivated. Daily, because repetition is how neural pathways are formed. Begin with the end in mind. Then wire your brain to believe you're already walking toward it. All right, let's talk about time. And let's be honest about where most men spend theirs. Most of us live in Quadrant 1, the urgent and important zone. The fires, the crisis calls, the deadlines, the reactive sprint from one emergency to the next. Some of us waste time in Quadrant 3 and 4, fake urgencies and distractions, notifications, arguments on social media, that second episode that turned into a 5th. But the men who consistently win, they live in Quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 is not urgent, but it is deeply important. It's the workout you don't need to do today, but absolutely need to do for your future. It's the difficult conversation you've been avoiding. It's the course that will change your career, the relationship you've been neglecting. Nothing in Quadrant 2 is on fire. That's exactly why we skip it. This is what I call the Quadrant 2 manage, and it works through one core tool: strategic boundaries. A strategic boundary is a non-negotiable block of time dedicated entirely to high-importance, low-urgency work. No interruptions, no exceptions. Start with 1 hour a day. That's it. 60 minutes where you are not reacting, you are building. 1 hour of Quadrant 2 work done consistently compounds. A year from now, you will not recognize your life. Men are competitive by nature, and that's not a flaw, it's fuel. But when you bring a competition mindset into every relationship, every negotiation, every conversation, you start losing the things that matter most. Win-win thinking is not weakness. It is advanced strategic thinking. It says, I don't have to lose for you to win, and you don't have to lose for me to win. Let's find the third option, the one neither of us saw coming. This habit changes how you negotiate, how you parent, how you lead teams, how you build partnerships. It shifts you from a zero-sum thinker to someone who creates value instead of just capturing it. The man who can walk into a room and make everyone in it feel like they won, that man is called a leader. Habit 5. We live in the age of talking. Podcasts, posts, opinions, hot takes. Everyone is broadcasting. Almost nobody is receiving. Most men listen to respond. They are already formulating their counter-argument before the other person finishes their sentence. Real listening, empathic, patient, curious listening, is one of the rarest and most powerful skills a man can develop. It is also one of the highest leverage habits in this entire list, because when people feel genuinely heard, they trust you. And when people trust you, doors open. Practice this today. In your next important conversation, listen until the other person has completely finished. Don't respond immediately. Ask one follow-up question before you share your own view. That pause. That one question. Watch what it does.
Here's a hard truth that high-achieving men don't like to hear. You are not going to get where you want to go alone. Synergy is the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, that two people working in alignment can produce results that neither could achieve individually. But synergy requires something most men struggle with: intellectual humility. The willingness to say, your way might be better than mine. Your idea might be the missing piece. The men who resist collaboration usually do so out of fear. Fear that involving others means losing control. Fear that admitting someone else has a better idea means you're less capable. Let that go. The strongest men in history, in business, in war, in sports, built teams. They attracted talent. They amplified others. Synergize, because the ceiling you'll reach alone is far lower than the one you'll reach together. That's the trap most men live in their entire adult life. Too busy to rest, too busy to learn, too busy to take care of the machine that is doing all the work, which is you. Sharpening the saw means protecting and renewing 4 dimensions of yourself. Your body, sleep, nutrition, movement. These are not luxuries. They are the foundation everything else is built on. Your mind, reading, learning, growing. 30 minutes of serious reading a day makes you a different person in 5 years. Guaranteed. Your relationships, the people you love, not when you have time, now. They are the reason you're building anything in the first place. Your spirit, however that looks for you. Prayer, meditation, nature, time in silence. Something that connects you to something larger than your to-do list. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. Sharpening the saw is not laziness. It is the highest form of discipline, because it ensures that everything else you do is done with full power.
Here's what I want you to walk away with today. These 7 habits are not a checklist. They are a system, and they work together. Proactivity gives you the willingness to change. A clear vision gives you direction. Cognitive rewiring makes that vision feel real. Quadrant 2 thinking and strategic boundaries give you the time to build it. Win-win and empathic listening build the relationships that amplify everything. Synergy multiplies your output. And sharpening the saw keeps you sharp enough to do all of it. This is not about overnight transformation. This is about the man you are becoming, one decision at a time, one day at a time. Through small changes that compound into something that looks, from the outside, like a completely different life. But from the inside, you'll know the truth. You just stopped waiting and started building. Start today. Not Monday, not after the holidays, today. If this gave you something to think about, share it with one person in your life who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper into any one of these habits, leave a comment below. I read every single one. We'll see you in the next one.